I remember when we first started talking about House, you know, this isn't just experimentation. Like MMM has a lot of these challenges. Like a lot of marketing measurement is like ultimately there's this decision of like how do you give the stakeholders what they're looking for? And, you know, often there is a way in the world of analytics or data science of like, oh, let's just change this estimate. Let's just remove this data. I think that region is not acting usually. All of a sudden, the outcome is what like a stakeholder wants it to look like. Is that kind of like the type of thing that you've seen before? And I guess like I'm curious, like, you know, from the position of a company like House, how do we try to address it?
The authentic version of this is like these are important decisions. And you have to make a decision. The business needs to move forward. And so you really want to be diligent about how you're doing that and how the data is informing it. Absolutely. There is like an inauthentic version that I've seen. And by the way, like I've worked with lots of smaller, medium-sized businesses that I feel like I haven't seen a drop of this. Very large companies, like in my experience, this is actually quite common where you have a leader that knows, hey, there are different types of ways to do the analysis and I can get a result that looks better for the team if we over rev on that. And so like, how do we handle that or think about that in house? It's really the big keyword that you might hear me say or that you might see in a lot of like our marketing material about how we do things. It's hands-free, meaning that we set up our pipelines, we set the way we configure the analysis such that a human is not in the loop at the end of turning knobs, pushing levers. It's not a Wizard of Oz. It's going through a series of gates where it says, okay, if the data looks like this, do this. If the test was assigned this way, do that. And so that like outside of any given result or or situation, we know that in this scenario of how the test is set up and how the data looks, we do this. And that's it.